Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2025, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 77 years of independence and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns, and also commemorating Viksit Bharat at 2047. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations. Today, we are celebrating two important events, that is the birth of Adi Guru Shankaracharya and also Acharya Sri Ramanujacharya, who are pioneers for global peace, equity, equality, harmony across the globe. We have seen their contribution stands in memorial of time, place, and space. And they have contributed and have then stood as role model for the entire humankind. Before we're getting into that, let's look at other commemorations, and we'll take these commemorations. Today is 2nd May, is also commemorated as World Tuna Day. So this year, the theme for the World Tuna Day, which is celebrated on 2nd May every year, is the rays of hope for sustainable tuna. Out of the 23 tuna stocks, only 2 stocks are still being overfished. According to the latest data, in 2017, 33.3% of the stocks were estimated to be fished at biologically unsustainable levels. 2/3 of the principal tuna species caught for the food are caught in Pacific Ocean, 23% from the Indian Ocean, and the remaining 11% is caught in the Atlantic. Tuna fish are warm-blooded apex predators that can dive deep for food and swim up to 43 kilometers an hour when hunting or escaping predators. They are highly migratory, with some tuna species traveling thousands of miles ocean. Some Pacific bluefin terns migrate over 6,000 nautical miles. They also travel in schools up to 19 miles wide. So canned tuna has been a great ally in our pantries around the world. Tuna is rich in omega-3 and is also contains minerals, proteins, and vitamin B12, among other advantages. Due to its amazing qualities, tuna became threatened by overwhelming demand for overfishing. However, since the UN General Assembly designated May 2nd as World Tuna Day 9 years ago to highlight the importance of responsible tuna fishing, significant progress has made in 2017. Only 75% of the tuna catch came from healthy stocks free of overfishing. Today, that figure exceeds 90%. For instance, Atlantic bluefish tuna, once absent, are now common again in the southern England and Ireland. This recovery is thanks to the coordinated efforts by governments through 5 tuna regional fisheries management organizations supported by the FAO level Common Oceans program. This success starts from adopting management procedures, rules agreed upon by scientists, managers, and fishers before fishing begins. So FOS Common Oceans Tuna Project aims to ensure that all major tuna stocks are fished at sustainable levels by 2027. This ambitious goal is part of its efforts towards more sustainable tuna fishing and biodiversity conservation. The data is encouraging. Out of 23 tuna stocks, only 2 stocks are still being overfished, according to the latest numbers. Maintain optimism but also vigilance. However, vigilance remains essential. The 2023 UNCLOS Biological Diversity Beyond National Jurisdiction Agreement, commonly known as High Seas Treaty, reflects growing efforts to protect marine biodiversity, but challenges persist. Climate change affects tuna production and pushes them farther out to sea, raising costs and threatening coastal livelihoods in often poor coastal communities, preventing seabirds, sharks, whales, and turtles becoming accidentally caught in the nets on hooks as bycatch. Bycatch is also an ongoing struggle. Many species of iconic albatross are threatened with extinction largely, but not only due to getting caught on fishery hooks. Ongoing global cooperation is a key to achieving truly sustainable tuna fisheries and preparing for the challenges ahead. So let's be optimistic about the tuna of tomorrow. Today is also commemorated as Sri Ramanujacharya's 1008th birth anniversary, one of the Hinduism's most revered spiritual gurus, teachers, acharyas, being celebrated with great devotion today on Friday, May 2nd, 2025. This significant milestone is being observed with special rituals and ceremonies in temples and homes across India and diaspora across the world. Sri Ramanujacharya was born in 1017 in Sri Perambudur, Tamil Nadu under the Tiruvathirai Ardra Nakshatra in the Tamil month of Chaitra. Named Lakshmana at birth, he was also known as Ilaya Perumal, meaning the Radiant One. He became a spiritual leader who shaped the Sri Vaishnava tradition and lived for 120 years, attaining Siddhi, spiritual liberation, in 1137 at Srirangam. We can see his mortal body in the Srirangam temple even today, being preserved intact even after 1080 years. And rituals are also performed to the body, spiritually attain moksha. He is regarded as a key proponent of Vishishtadvaita Vedanta or qualified non-dualism, a school of philosophy that describes the soul as distinct yet inseparably connected to Lord Vishnu. His teachings offered a balanced path of devotion, bhakti, and knowledge. Jnana, emphasizing a personal connection with God. And even the number 1008 holds great importance in Hinduism. It symbolizes divine completeness and is often seen in practices like reciting 108, 1008 names of deities, and is marked by special pujas, Vedic chanting, procession, and spiritual gatherings, and chanting of various hymns. Devotees specially perform rituals at home and also visit temples associated with Sri Ramanuja, such as Sri Parambudu, Sri Rangam, Melikot, where elaborate rituals are performed in his honor. Sri Ramanujacharya is known for his greatest reforms and administrature in the nation and across the world. His reforms brought significant changes in the social structures and also the way the structures have been perceived. And he was the advocate and practitioner of social equality even before the equality concept arrived in the modern era. And he truly believed in equality and equity, because equality is also somewhere an outdated concept now. Today, everyone is talking about equity. Equality means distributing everything to everyone equally, but that is not the correct way. See, everyone has different needs and everyone has different capabilities. Everyone is interested in different aspects. So, whoever is interested in whatever, we need to provide proper resources to them which are appropriate so that they can thrive and reach the highest potential. That is a concept of equity. Dividing same resources to everyone equally, even though they do not require, lead to a lot of wastage and underutilization and overutilization of resources, which is wastage of resources. As we know, everything is limited in this world. So in that time, even our life is limited. So what we'll do of things or which are not required for us or which we are not able to use it, someone else might make best use of it. So in similar way, that's how we are moving from equality to equity. Equity is giving what is required for us, for everyone to be on an equal page or based on their aspirations and capabilities and achievements, through which they get achievements by their efforts. And everyone gets equal opportunity to thrive in whatever field they have chosen in the way they can. So Sri Ramanujacharya's impact goes far beyond religious doctrine and spiritual doctrine. He was also a great social reformer who promoted spirituality, spiritual equality, spiritualism, allowing people from all backgrounds, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, ethnicity, color, gender, to take part in temple worship and devotional practice. His life and work continued to guide millions on a path of inclusivity, humility, and unwavering faith in the divine. As the world celebrates Sri Ramanujacharya's 1008th Jayanti, devotees reflect on his timelessness message and strive to follow his teachings of love, service, and spiritual unity, which are more relevant than any other even today. So let's pray and offer our gratitude and prayers to Lord's Acharyas, Sri Ramanujacharya. Of course, there is a lot to talk about it. Great Acharya, and we will soon have a dedicated session on Acharya as a dedicated event in coming days, where we are inviting scholars from across the world to join. On that day, we will have eminent speakers and scholars talking on the contributions. Today is also commemorated as Sri Adi Shankaracharya Jayanti, who is another greatest Acharya, teacher, guru of Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma as such, which is observed on the same day today. And it is a great occasion where both the Acharyas are being celebrated together. Mostly every year it comes on the same day or mostly on the next preceding. So he was Adi Shankaracharya, was born on Panchami Tithi of Shukla Paksha in Vaishakha month. And Adi Shankaracharya was a great philosopher of Sanatana Dharma. He taught Advaita Vedanta, and Ramanujacharya promoted Vishishta Advaita, but both has in detail talked about spiritualism. So Adi Shankaracharya established 4 maths in different directions. These maths spread knowledge of Vedas and Upanishads. So similarly, Sri Ramanujacharya established around 74 maths across the India. Both have traveled in length and breadth. Nowadays we have vehicles, but they have traveled by foot from Kanyakumari to Nepal. Imagine in those days, those were the days. Imagine 1,000 years back, 1,000 years back, where there is no flight journey or vehicle journey. There were different types of vehicles or transport system. But en route, they have inspired, motivated, enlightened the masses and carried out their journeys multiple times, not just once. Imagine. They have traveled the length and breadth of the country. Adi Shankaracharya Jayanti holds a great religious and spiritual significance in Hindu religion, as this day marks the birth anniversary of Adi Guru Shankaracharya. And today we are celebrating 1237th birth anniversary of Adi Shankaracharya. He is also referred as the Adi Guru. He gave sermons of Advaita Vedanta, a branch of Vedic knowledge that has an impact on Hinduism and rest of the population. Kaladi is a small Kerala town where Adi Shankaracharya was born. His father was Shivaguru and his mother was Aryamba. In Indian mythology, he is considered to be among the greatest gurus and thinkers and philosophers. In addition, he gave sermons on the Paramatma, Atma, Vairagya, and Moksha. He was always knowledgeable about our Upanishads and Vedas. Adi Guru Shankaracharya ji is also thought to have had a brief life, and Adi Shankaracharya was the first to introduce the Panchakayatana system of devotions, which honors the 5 deities: Lord Shiva, Goddess, Lord Vishnu, Lord Surya, and Lord Ganesha. At 16, he is reported to have an adept in the Vedas. At that young, tender age, he is the author of many scriptures and stotras. In the past, when humanity lacked holiness and spirituality at such a point of time, because of invasion of these Mughals, Islam, and other religions, which were creating a havoc in the society. All the gods decided to turn to Lord Shiva for help according to Hindu scriptures in order to motivate humanity to pursue spirituality and enlighten them with the ultimate truth of life. Lord Shiva promised these deities that he would assume the form of Adi Shankaracharya, and Guru Adi Shankaracharya was manifested to offer numerous Hindu religious teachings to assist individuals in overcoming the darkness and ignorance. Guru Adi Shankaracharya installed 4 months, started in each of 4 directions to increase religious and spiritual knowledge and various social welfare programs. Kalika Mat, Govardhan Mat, Sharada Mat, and Jyotirmat are the names of these 4 Mat. He established 4 Mats and then appointed his closest and most loyal followers to head each one and run it in a way that would best fit all the people. He gave them the responsibility of spreading knowledge about the Vedas, Upanishads, and other holy writings. The Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and the Atharvana Veda, and 4 Vedas that form the basis of Sanatana Dharma, and they have all played a significant role in raising awareness of Vedic culture. Today is also commemorated as Baby Day, which is celebrated on May 2nd to honor babies. They are adorable, soft, and full of curiosity. A baby's smile can light up a room, melt a heart, and give a whole meaning to new life. Babies are amazing. They instill a sense of hope and joy in you, inspiring you to improve yourself as a person. Everyone has babies around them. Yours, a family member, a friends, or even neighbors, and this is a day to learn how to care better for them. After all, they need all the love, care, and attention they can get. Today is also commemorated as Brothers and Sisters Day. It is a day meant to honor the bond the siblings share. It's also a day to strengthen or repair broken relationships. The day was inspired by a woman who realized she had never properly told her brother how she actually felt about him until after his death. So, Brothers and Sisters Day is a celebration of lifelong relationships that exist between brothers and sisters. It strives to commemorate family values in the spirit of Mother's Day and Father's Day. This event is comparable to Brothers' Day, which was inspired by Claudia Ebert, a New Yorker who founded the Siblings Day Foundation in the memory of her late siblings. So, Brothers and Sisters Day was inspired by a woman who realized how little she expressed her love and admiration for her brother before his death. Life is short, and it's easy to become distracted by the minor inconveniences that may arise, but our focus and priority should remain on our loved ones. And this day is all about siblings bonding, enjoying and connecting so that they don't miss out on having a close relationship. This day is not commercial in any manner. It was created to be enjoyed from the heart when brothers and sisters take the time to love and cherish each other, as well as to make new memories. This event, which is not to be confused with National Siblings Day, was developed to honor the unique kinship that only brothers and sisters can share. There is no right or wrong way to spend this event. All you have to do is enjoy and grow with your sibling. Today is also commemorated as International Scurvy Awareness Day, which is observed on May 2nd. You might be wondering why the world still needs to worry about scurvy. The truth is that the disease is still prevalent in the world due to widespread malnutrition and starvation in many countries, as we all are becoming picky eaters that lacks proper complete nutrition. And it is also surprising that number of individuals who undergo highly selected diets that exclude food such as fruits and vegetables. That is the reason for this malnutrition and disease. The day is also observed even to pay respects to the people who endured it in the past. Their significant endurance shaped the world that we know today. Naturally, we cannot forget those who still endure such suffering even now. Today is also commemorated as Israel Independence Day in Israel on the 5th day of every month of Iyar, which usually falls between late April and early May. And this year it will be held from May 2nd to 3rd, also known as Yom Hazmat. This day commemorates Israeli independence declared 8 hours before the end of the British Mandate of Palestine. The day's celebrations are, however, always preceded by Yom HaZikaron, which is the day that Israelis remember the soldiers who fought for their nation's independence. The day is observed with extravagant festivities that include family gatherings, fireworks, concerts, barbecues, as well as picnics. Today is also commemorated as National Life Insurance Day in US, which is marked on May 2nd. Every year it marks the anniversary of the first day that influenced or the day life insurance became available in the United States. So this day celebrates life insurance and reminds us of the benefits of having. It is important to have life insurance as it can ensure we won't fall into debt, refund a child's college education, provide surviving family members with the chance to move on clean state, and even keep a business afloat for a while in the event of death of a family member who owned a business. Life insurance makes it possible to establish an emergency fund and seek out high quality investment opportunities to build wealth while making sure your family is taken care of. Life insurance is a security for future. Today is also commemorated as National No Pants Day, which is on the first Friday in May, on May 2nd this year. And freeing it can be to change out of your pants after a long day. Hope we know. And can you believe this is the oldest pair of pants ever discovered by archaeologists are wool ones in Western China that date back to more than 3,000 years ago? While these pants were typically worn during horseback riding, over the years, pants have changed in purpose and material, from equestrian to leather and fashion purposes to wool and denim materials. Distressed jeans are in fashion, and every person has more than one pair. Today is also commemorated as National Play Your Skill Day, which is celebrated on May 2nd. This day is celebrated to get more and more people interested in the instrument, which also encouraging those playing it to strum their favorite tunes. The ukulele belongs to the guitar family of instruments. While the guitar is recognized by its 6 strings, the ukulele has only 4. When it comes to its size, the ukulele is much smaller than a guitar. This makes the instrument easy to carry around and play for those who have smaller hands, for example, children. Today is also commemorated as National Space Day in US. It was created to inspire all of us in the pursuit of knowledge and progress. There's so much going on in the universe. It definitely deserves a day to reflect on everything. Though it's unlikely you will be able to celebrate in outer space, you can still take part in your own corner of the universe with our gravity-defying facts, figures, and ideas for getting involved this National Space Day. Ever since, the curious-minded have been fascinated with space and its state of feeling so near and yet so far. While early cultures identified things in the sky as gods or spirits, it was ancient Greeks who developed the study of planets and stars into something resembling the astronomy we know today. Although the heliocentric system was first suggested by the ancient Greeks, the theory wasn't developed and published until 1543, when Copernicus outlined his ideas about planets revolving around the sun in the West. But even before the science has emerged, our acharyas, our scientists, our sages has given a detailed account of the universe, planetary system, Milky Ways, galaxies, long before and stands time tested even now to the precise science. Today is also commemorated as National Truffle Day. Truffle may bring up a subterranean fungus, but that isn't what we are celebrating on May 2nd. We are honoring the great truffle, a beloved chocolate dessert. It comes with finger-licking surprises, ranging from added fruits and nuts to cream centers. This day also is an opportunity to show off your culinary skills, to entertain friends and family. Children will take particular pleasure in this day just to make sure them everyone from the main stash, lest they get a sugar high. Today is also commemorated as Polish Flag Day in Poland. On May 2nd, across Poland, Poles living at home and abroad welcome the month of May with great joy as they celebrate May 1st as International Workers' Day, May 3rd as Constitution Day, and May 2nd as Polish National Flag Day. Although May 2nd is not a public holiday, it is treated as such by the Poles. After withstanding centuries of internal and external storms, Poland has emerged as one of the most important countries in the European Union. The auspicious day of May 2nd celebrates the Republic's past struggles and strengthens the Poles for challenges they face today. Today is also commemorated as Take a Baby to Lunch Day in US. The purpose of this day is for adults to become acquainted with babies and learn the tricks of childhood at a young age. This also helps baby to develop healthy habits as a pressure and guidance of an influential person, such as fun aunt or cool uncle, has a great impact on the psyche of the baby. This day allows childless adults to spend some time with tiny humans before they make up their minds about having kids of their own. Nutritional health and eating habits play a vital role in children's healthy growth and development. However, instilling healthy eating habits in children is not as simple as it sounds. As the children gain independence, they develop strange cravings for and aversion to certain food groups. While a natural attraction prospers, they completely reject the healthier alternatives like vegetables and fruits. Suddenly, mealtime turns into battle zone and it's not very cute. So developing healthy eating habits can be stressful, but not if you have a super awesome adult to take them to lunch. So you are ready to put your adult pants and on and take a baby to lunch. That gives children and a chance to be treated as equals. This day is also about making new bonds with the baby and getting to know the intricacies of an young mind. So with this, we shall end today's commemorations. Thank you everyone for joining us and see you all tomorrow. Before leaving, we request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form which has been raised in the form of quotes. So see you all tomorrow at the same time with the same joining link, different commemorations. Take care. Good night.